inside the train at all times. And please remain seated through the entire journey over to Rafiki's Planet Watch. Now young children may sit on your lap or beside you, but everyone must stay seated. And for the courtesy of other guests aboard this train, there is no smoking on this train or at either of our stations, but there are designated smoking areas throughout the entire park. So make sure you do look on your park map to see where those areas are. One of them is going to be at Rafiki's for you. And the train will be moving in just a moment, so sit back and relax. It could be a little bit bumpy.
A little bit. A little bit. Look at that luggage.
Once again, we are on our journey over to Rafiki's Planet Watch. That is going to be the one and only stop this train makes. Over at Rafiki's, you're going to find our animal petting area. It is the only place in the entire Walt Disney community where you can pet and interact with animals from around the world. It's also the only place where you can meet and greet with Rafiki himself. We do have other animal presentations. It could be anything that the trainer wants to bring out at the time. We also have animal exhibits such as reptiles, amphibians, monkeys, and so much more. Now it only takes about 20 minutes to explore everything at Rafiki's, and trains run every 5 minutes, so you won't have to wait long to get back to Africa. That is the only way to get back to the rest of the park. Now on our journey over to Rafiki's, we're going to be passing by some of the backstage homes of the animals here at Animal Kingdom. We do have over 1,000 animals, and all of them must come in at night for care and feeding before the sun sets. Now that takes about 3 hours to bring all of these animals in. That is why Animal Kingdom does close earlier than any other park, and will be closing at 6 o'clock tonight. Now each animal is trained to know a specific sound, and when they hear that sound, they know it's their turn for food and vet checkups. Now those sounds could be as simple as tuba blocks being banged together or a bike horn. Now none of these animals have been taken from the wild. All of these animals have been in captivity for most or all of their lives, especially those lions, tigers, and cheetahs. So it makes it slightly easier to train them to come to the sound that they are trained to know. Now the only animal that does not have to come in at night is our Nile crocodile. He is slightly hard-hit at a time and does not like to come in when he's supposed to. Now the reason that you do not see these animals in their backstage barns is because they are roaming the savannah. And in order to see them, you would have to go on the safari in Africa. Now the safari is the largest attraction in all of Walt Disney World. You can fit the Magic Kingdom inside the safari ride alone and still have room left over for parking. If you do the math right, that means that Animal Kingdom is very, very, very large. You can fit Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and of course Magic Kingdom inside the Animal Kingdom and still have room left over for parking. Animal Kingdom is so large because we do need extra space and land for the animals to roam in. Now, though most of these animals have been in captivity for their entire lives, we do like to keep things a little bit more wild and interesting. Sometimes they do give the animals food and make them hunt for it. Or for the giraffes, they will put food really high up in the tree so that they can eat them that way. That way their habitats and instincts are still intact. If you haven't done so already, it might be a good idea to actually check out the safari. You will see a lot of our endangered animals. We also just did put in some zebras. Now some of the endangered animals we have here, which we do have many, are our black rhinos, our African lion, and our white rhinos. Now you actually probably are going to see some of our white rhinos coming up ahead. We do have our backstage barn of the rhino, the cheetah, the giraffe, and the elephant. But first we may come to a stop just to allow distance between us and our sister train. If we do come to a stop, we ask that you please stay seated for the train can come and start into motion at any time, and we all know it can be a little bumpy. And when the train does go back into motion, we are going to once again be passing the backstage homes of the white rhino, the elephant, the giraffe, and the cheetah. Now the rhino is the most sighted animal on this train, so keep a lookout